Okay.
Smile, Bonnie. Smile, Grace. Grace?
My name is Mary Putnam, giving my persuasive speech on July 22nd, 2016. Blodgett states in an article in the Business Insider that in 1938, the average price of a car was $860. Today, the average price is $33,560. During this time, the price of a gallon of gas was 10 cents, while the average price today is $3.67. So what happened to cause this change? Well, the short answer is inflation. But on a deeper level, what's the cause of the inflation? The United States Department of Labor states that in 1938, for the first time ever, as part of the Fair Labor Standards Act, President Franklin Roosevelt signed a bill to pass minimum wage. It was set at 25 cents per hour. The federal minimum wage has steadily grown from 25 cents to the $7.25 in 2006, which is what it is currently at. It is clear that inflation exists. But how does this relate to minimum wage? Every time minimum wage increases, inflation also increases. The basics of economics is the law of supply and demand. The law of supply states that the quantity of goods supplied increases as the market price increases, and vice versa. On the contrary, the law of demand states that the quantity demanded decreases as the price increases, and vice versa. This relates to minimum wage in a sense that if the quantity supplied increases without a parallel increase in the quantity demanded, there will be a shortage. This is the economic way of saying unemployment. This can be better understood through this graph. Here we have a basic supply and demand graph. This is your quantity supplied, and this is your quantity demanded. This is your equilibrium where the free market it balances without any surplus or any extra. Well, if the government comes in and puts a minimum wage to where you have to pay, say, $15 an hour, then it no longer can balance itself out. You show minimum wage on this with a price floor. So this is your price floor that the government comes in saying you have to pay $15 an hour. As you can see, it no longer meets in the middle. It'll meet here and here. So this is your quantity demanded, and this is your quantity supplied. The quantity demanded has significantly decreased while the quantity supplied has increased because no one wants to pay workers $15 an hour. But there's a lot of people wanting to work for $15 an hour, which results in a deadweight loss, which is unemployment. So because the price has been raised that high, more people are unemployed. A real-life example of this graph is on April 15th, 2015, in Wisconsin, a group of people marched to the street protesting minimum wage. An article from We at CNBC quoted a McDonald's worker, Carlos Jefferson, who stated, "I really need people to know how hard we work. Workers view their low-paying jobs as a reflection of being underappreciated. If businesses were to pay McDonald's employees $15 an hour, the employee would either have to supply more food in the same amount of time, which is impossible without an increase in technology, or the employer would have to increase the price of goods in order to make a profit after paying the employees." Instructor Duggar states in her lesson Minimum Wage that when minimum wage was established, the purpose was to mandate a living wage. This was supposed to protect those who were underpaid or not getting paid at all. The purpose of minimum wage is to stop unjust financial treatment, not to create wealth. Therefore, those rioting in Wisconsin to get paid more do not understand that minimum wage does not reflect how much they are appreciated, but rather a reflection on the quantity demanded. To raise minimum wage would not benefit the employer, employee, or the economy. Employees would end up back where they started. If the employee working for minimum wage salary increases, all other occupations would also have to increase. According to Pay Scale, the average pay of an EMT is $12 an hour. If a McDonald's worker who does not undergo the same stress were to get paid $15 an hour, then an EMT who must undergo extreme stress and training must also increase pay. If minimum wage were to level the playing field and make McDonald's get paid the same as an EMT, there's no incentive for people to work in high-stress jobs, thus resulting in a shortage of certain jobs or astronomical medical bills because an EMT must be paid $20 an hour in relation to what the McDonald's employee is paid. Not to mention how much we would then have to pay doctors and lawyers. Changing minimum wage is a dangerous and complicated process. People argue to increase this because they work hard and want to get a reward for that. But that's not the purpose of minimum wage. We need every McDonald's employee and everyone who works for minimum wage. They have an important role in our economy, but to increase minimum wage to help those who are poor is just counterproductive. Thank you.